4 hours drive west of Sydney, under the blazing Australian sun, 6,000 Black Angus cows are fattening up on a diet of rolled barley, silage, cottonseed, and molasses. After about 90 days at Gundamain feedlot, these cattle gain up to 50% more weight. That's all so Australia can keep sending out the juicy marbled beef craved by people worldwide. Gundamain is part of a big change happening in Australia's cattle industry, with the country now the world's second biggest beef exporter. Over the first 9 months of this year, Australia shipped $8.6 billion worth of beef overseas. Helping drive the rising tide of exports are feedlots, facilities where cattle are brought together to be fed a high-calorie diet in the months before slaughter. They're aiding Australia in winning customers in Asia, who especially prefer grain-fed meat. Many of those buyers used to purchase mostly from the United States. Now, the Gundamain feedlot has big plans, according to owner Andrew Herbert.
We're sort of just at the moment, we're expanding, we're hoping to expand to probably double the number to 12,000, but main reason for doing that is that we're probably looking at better cow comfort level for cattle later days.
Industry data show there are a record 1.6 million cattle in feedlots across Australia, up from 1 million 5 years ago. By 2027, analysts say the number will probably hit 2 million. The growth comes as the US declines. Drought has reduced cattle herds there to their lowest level since the 1950s, and beef production is expected to fall this year and next. Analyst Matt Dalglish explains how the tables have turned for Australia.
In the US, unlike Australia, because we just export beef, we don't really import a lot of product. The US actually import and export beef. So they're in a position now where they're importing more beef because they haven't got as much domestic production. So that means they're taking more from Australia, for argument's sake, but also they're not as competitive into the markets where we compete with them, like Japan, South Korea, China. There are other key markets in Australia, and the US are just not as competitive because their product is so much more expensive because of this, mismatch of supply and demand they have.
Feedlots also protect Australian farmers from swings between droughts and good rain, with the country always producing far more grain than needed for cattle feed. However, experts say Australia likely won't mirror the US, where over 90% of cattle end their days on feedlots.